Hello everyone, I am Doodlemans86 and today I am going to review the Godzilla Mystery Minis from Funko. Mystery Minis are vinyl figures that can be found in a set usually containing 12 boxes. Funko is very well known for Mystery Minis and what I would consider their most popular franchise with them, Five Nights at Freddy's. Since I was a kid, I loved collecting these and I have so many, and the concept of getting a box and not knowing who was inside was always fun, for the most part. Godzilla already had a mystery mini from the classic science fiction series too, including characters like the Alien Queen, Neo from the Matrix, the Iron Giant, and more. I love this mini. He's very cute and stylized, and I also got the Iron Giant, which is awesome. They make for a great duo. But today I bring you the minis I have. Sadly, I already opened these off camera, but if you guys would like to see me review more, let me know. Maybe an unboxing would be cool. But before we get to the actual figures, let's talk about the odds. Warning, all of the info I am about to go over may not be 100% accurate, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. If I did something wrong, please let me know because math isn't my thing. The box is very cute. It is lovely. As you can see, we have the red font. We have some pictures of the minis, and in the back we have a collage with several posters, which is really awesome. I love that. It's a cool design. And on the back we have the minis you can get and their rarities. This goes for all mystery minis, not just Godzilla. They usually have a backside which shows all the figures you can get and a fraction that tells you your odds of getting that character. So what do these numbers mean? The numerator refers to how many figures you get, and as you can see, you only get one per figure. The bottom, the denominator, refers to how many boxes it takes to get that figure. For example, Godzilla here, the classic one, is a 1 out of 6. That means per 6 boxes I get one Godzilla. Since a full case has 12 boxes, that means that you are guaranteed 2 Godzillas, which unfortunately means you get a duplicate. Going over another character, here we have Hedorah, which as you can see is a 1 out of 24. What this means is per 24 boxes you get one Hedorah. But a case only has 12 boxes, so how does that work? Well, I'm glad you asked, because these numbers refer to a whole shipment of cases, not just a case of one. So that's why you have numbers like 1 out of 36 and 1 out of 72, because it's not just referring to one case, it's referring to 6. Meaning that to get some of these higher rarities, you'd have to find a specific case that has Shin Godzilla or Space Godzilla. I did my best to draw a visual of what combinations these cases could come with. These are all 6 cases, as you can see, the whole 72. Regardless of my math, you are guaranteed Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, Mothra, and Gearus, and their duplicates, assuming you were to get a whole case. Unfortunately, this also isn't 100% accurate, as some of these combos, including the 1 out of 12s and the 1 out of 24s, are interchangeable, and that's also assuming you find a whole case that hasn't been messed with. I also don't have experience with collecting these minis, so I can't tell you if all the duplicates are at the top or at the bottom or if they're organized in specific ways, but from the reviews and openings I watched online, it doesn't look like that, which makes your chances of finding these specific characters even worse, because that means that not all of the 1 out of 6s are at the top or at the bottom. They're kind of arranged randomly, so that's unfortunate. This is the video I used as my baseline to make these visuals. It was extremely helpful, actually showing the case and which boxes was in which also confirms that the 1 out of 6s aren't all at the top or bottom, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But I did my best, and I probably made a mistake or two, so if you guys have any corrections, please let me know so we have a proper cheat sheet to getting all of these guys. If you're gonna get all of these, good luck and happy hunting. Unless you order them online, but they're probably going to cost more. So now with all of that out of the way, let's get to the figures. Here we have Godzilla. Based off the design and the shape of the spines and the patterns, it looks like this is supposed to be Showa Godzilla. Not the 1954 version, more or less like a base Showa form, or possibly a 1962 with these colorations. So I love this figure, I love this mini. You all know I love minis, and this guy is fantastic. He proportionately looks like Godzilla, and he looks very cute. He's very stylized, the details are soft, and you can see they are there. We have all the wrinkles, we have the fingers, which are actually a different color than the body, which is actually really cool. These spines are kind of yellowish, which again makes me believe this is supposed to be the 1962 version. But yeah, overall, these are great details, and the mini is amazing. No articulation, no accessories, none of that. So yeah, very fun mini. Next up is Mothra. Mothra looks fantastic. Being a moth, you know, not having legs, the little base here is like smoke or a cloud. Either one works, and it is a beautiful, I love Mothra. This design is so nice, and Mothra is pretty huge here. The wings are excellent. You can see the patterns are very well done. You have the paw on. The colors are really nice. They're very vibrant too. Like the back, I love the back. Orange and yellow. That is pretty. You can see the side. Yeah. Mothra looks fantastic. Last but not least, we have King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah is pretty big here and very golden. The wings aren't as large, but that makes sense because they're in a box. And if they were any larger, they would definitely give the mystery away. And you can see King Ghidorah here looks excellent. We have some red eyes in contrast to the gold body, which looks awesome. He does have scales, but not throughout the entire body. It's just here and there. He has 4 toes, the long tails, and the huge wings are amazing. We have the proper spikes, and the horns look fantastic. King Ghidorah is awesome. For size comparisons, as you can see, Mothra is the shortest, not counting the wings, and Ghidorah is the tallest. They are 3 inches tall, so pretty big, but they are still minis. And I'll compare them to other minis in my collection, as well as a few figures you may have. I especially love how big Ghidorah is for being a mini. These minis are definitely worth picking up. They are cute in the Funko style and look very accurate to the characters. These are nice little minis that can sit on your table or on display. They look excellent, and they are fun little toys to have. If you're going to look for all of them, good luck. If you just want a few, that's also not a bad idea. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.